Welcome back to Marquee Backstage. I'm your host, Julie Milam. We are featuring a Kentucky musical genius this week. He started his career playing classic rock, but found his home and his soul in bluegrass. You guys get ready. This is Jordan Riehm.
I don't wanna find somebody like you. I'll be looking for a love that's brand new. I don't wanna go to what it was before, 'cause I can't stand to live there anymore. I was a prisoner to the love that we shared. Maybe I thought you were the only one that could ever care, but time has taken its toll and stolen little pieces of you. But I finally know what it is that I gotta do.
Jordan, welcome to Marquee Backstage. It is so exciting to sit down with you today.
Thank you very, very much for having me. Appreciate it.
So I've been a fan of your music for a very long time. You are a local Kentucky guy, born and raised where?
Here in Bowling Green.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did you first notice music touching your soul?
I mean, the earliest memory of it is probably my mom singing lullabies.
Okay.
But she'd sing weird stuff like "Faithless Love" by what's her name? I can't remember. "Faithless Love" and some James Taylor. "You Can Close Your Eyes." Just real pretty sounding melodies. So that's probably the first time I was touched by music that I can remember.
So do you remember being young and playing music of your own, like on the radio or on a stereo of some sort?
Yeah, I can remember rocking out in my dad's truck when I was like 5 or 6 to Danger Zone. And the first tape I bought was actually Snoop Dogg Doggy Style.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So when did you first decide to pick up an instrument?
I know I played violin and did Suzuki method when I was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 or something like that. But I don't really remember picking it up. I think whenever I started playing guitar and wanted to really start focusing on that was after watching Dazed and Confused with my sister. And so wanting to learn all those like rock and roll hoochie coo and free ride and stuff like that was kind of the big spark for me.
Did anyone else in your family play an instrument?
Yeah, Dad played guitar some, and he'd play classical and liked James Taylor and stuff like that. And Mom was a singer. She actually sang in the pubs in Louisville and stuff while Dad was going to medical school.
Okay, so you grew up in a musical family.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about the first performance that you played out in public.
I mean, the first one I can really remember, I think when I did Suzuki as a really young kid, there were some things, but the big one that stands out in my memory is whenever I went to church camp at Montreat, and there's like a talent show. Me and a bunch of friends played together, and we played Midnight Rider by the Allman Brothers and something else. I can't remember.
That's a big accomplishment for a young person.
Yeah, I mean, I was in my teens at that point, but yeah, I mean, there was a lot of people there, and.
Were you nervous?
I don't know. I feel like I didn't get as I get more nervous as an older person now than I did when I was like younger. I feel like.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I mean, just.
You think you take it more seriously now?
Probably
than you do?
for sure take it way more seriously. Yeah.
Yeah, it's become more of a passion for you.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. Yeah.
So did you play music in school? Were you in a band, in choir?
I regret not doing choir. I regret not doing band. I would say I thought I was too cool, but I was not too cool. And if anybody thinks they're too cool, they should just do band or choir because you can learn a lot. One of my biggest musical hero is Sam Bush, and he says a big part of his rhythmic sense that he's known for, he got from playing in marching band. Okay. So. Yeah, I mean, even though you might be doing something you think is boring or think is not cool, what you learn there can transfer over to all kinds of other music.
'Cause I can't stand to live there anymore. But you were the one who showed me what love could that's brand new. Look at you, you're going strong. It looks like you learned how to get along. Maybe you already knew I could learn a thing or two from that kind of attitude. From that kind of attitude, I don't wanna find somebody like you. I'll be looking for a love that's brand new. I don't wanna go to what it was before, 'cause I can't stand to live there anymore. I was a prisoner to the love that we shared, 'cause maybe I thought you were the only one that could ever care. But time has taken its toll and stolen little pieces of you. But I finally know what it is that I gotta do. Well, I don't wanna find somebody like you. I'll be looking for a love that's brand new.
So what led you to bluegrass?
It's funny. I've listened to Sam Bush since high school, and he's like my hero. But I don't know. I've never really explored traditional bluegrass until about 2012, whenever I went to the Riehm Bluegrass Music Festival. And the little things that led to that, John Mellencamp and the Courtyard Hounds played here one year, and the Courtyard Hounds had a really Celtic feel. And then I had one of my uncle's former bandmates took me to Music City Roots.
Okay.
He was playing some gigs with Guthrie Trapp, a really great Nashville guitarist, and I started hearing some of those bluegrass sounds and actually won tickets to Romp through Music City Roots.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your eyes were opened to kind of a whole new aspect of music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard Sammy Sheeler playing banjo at Romp, and I can just remember like feeling like electricity flowing through my body, and I got a banjo the next week.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool that was the moment. Like you recognized that was the moment, the pivotal moment where it changed.
Yeah.
And your interests changed.
Yeah.
And you went down a completely different path as a musician.
For sure. I mean, I got hooked there with the banjo, and then the first bluegrass record I got was Ricky Skaggs' Walls of Time.
Good one.
And when I heard that mandolin kick off, I knew I was going to do it till I died. Oh. Yeah, I just, those are kind of the two big, like, I don't know, things that just got me.
Jordan, you play so many instruments. Tell me which one you started with and which is the most recent that you've added to your repertoire.
Okay. Started with guitar. That was when I was about 9, and then picked up banjo when I was 28. I think I played that for a year or something. Then I was thinking, well, I already play guitar. Maybe I should do some bluegrass guitar. So I started playing that for about a year, really dove into it. And then kind of did the same, like almost every other year I'd kind of pick up something new and work at it. So I did, went to banjo, guitar, fiddle, mandolin, and dobro. All the common bluegrass instruments except upright bass, because those are really expensive. It's hard to get a kind of starter upright bass.
Absolutely. Yeah. But I could see that that's something that you would love to do.
I mean, if I could, yeah.
We'll see if we can work that out for you. So bluegrass has found a very special place in your heart. Mm-hmm. How much do you get out and share that with others as far as performing or teaching?
I mean, it's weird. It's like I grew up playing Southern rock and stuff like that on guitar, but I feel like that's kind of what I'm known for now. I mean, I've got a bluegrass band that I play with called Kentucky Shine. I've got a couple other bands that I'm kind of like the side man, and play with Van Winkle and the Spirits and some acoustic stuff, and I'll play some mandolin fiddle with them. There's another group, the Insubordinate Hillbillies, locally, and play with Clay Powell Trio, and that's all kind of bluegrass stuff. Teaching-wise, I teach at the Bowling Green Rock Band Academy, which, I don't know, it's a beautiful thing. I really wish that that was here when I was a kid, because I would have freaking loved it. And then I work for this online company called Tune Fox, which does lessons and video lessons, and that's actually bluegrass focused.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what made you want to share your masterful talent of music with aspiring musicians?
Like what made me
Being
want to
a
start
teacher?
teaching?
Mhm.
I guess, I mean, at first it's just like necessity. I'm trying to make money from music, but it's become a really fulfilling thing, especially at the Rock Band Academy. It's, you know, I'll teach bluegrass, but I've also done some of the beginner rock band classes, and seeing a kid that came in just totally shy, and even their mom was messaging me saying, you know, he's struggled in school and stuff, but then seeing them come out of their shell, start playing confidently, and mom saying, you know, she notices a difference, and now he wants to sign up for lessons. Like, I don't know, just helping people build confidence in themselves.
Well, I was the one with my head always hanging down, until you came around. I'm so thankful you found me, yeah, 'cause you know, misery loves company. But now my pity parties are just a bore, 'cause I ain't got you no more. All I got's your memory, yeah, that's all I need. Misery loves company. Before I met you, baby, I was a mess. And now that you've left me, darling, there ain't much left. Just a man that needs your sympathy, and I'm chock full of apology. And misery loves company. Well, I was the one with my head always hanging down, until you came around. I'm so thankful you found me, yeah, 'cause you know, misery loves company.
What do you think you want your greatest gift to be to others?
I don't know, just feeling better. You know, feeling better when you're feeling bad. simple stuff. I guess something that's a cool gift that happened this year that was a little bit cosmic. Found out about a half brother that I didn't know about through 23andMe. I didn't find out about him this year. We actually met, I don't know, 4 or 6 years ago. And he came down to a family reunion, hung out, formed a relationship, and it's weird because he looks more like my dad than my dad died when I was 6. I didn't mention this earlier, but he looks more like my dad than I do, and has like more of the hobbies and stuff, and personality-wise is like him. So it's been really cool to have that connection after Dad being gone so long. To I don't know, see a piece of him living.
It's like bringing him back.
Yeah, it really was. And then fast forward maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 years after, he's actually dating Orville Peck. And Orville Peck's banjo player his guitar player did not want to play the Riehm because he had just, I guess, recently started playing banjo. And he was like, I don't want to play.
Scared to death to play
I don't
the
want to
mother
play
church.
banjo in the mother church, you know. And my brother was like, hey, I know somebody. And it was after I'd won the Kentucky State Banjo Championship this year.
Congrats.
And so it's like, yeah, there's just several things that just led to other things. And so through that, I got to play the Riehm and actually the Greek Theater in LA earlier too. So it's this has definitely been the best year in my life for music.
And what was it like losing your father at such a young age?
It sucked. It still sucks. I mean, obviously at the time I'm so young, I didn't have any perspective on what it should be like. But looking back, it's like, I don't know, you don't have someone to teach you, I guess, just how to live, you know. And I mean, it was rough on me, it was rough on my sister, it was rough on my mom. Mom got depressed after, you know, sis was getting me lunch ready for school and all that stuff, so. But we got through it.
And did music help you with any of that?
Oh, always. I mean, even if it helps me just cry a little bit, you know, just get it out. But hearing any kind of James Taylor stuff, definitely connect that and my dad a lot, and so it's that music's really comforting for me.
Keeps him close.
Yeah.
Are there any items of his that you keep with you?
Well, I wore this little Aspen pin today, just, I don't know.
To have him here?
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think he would say about all that you have done in your career so far and all that you've accomplished this year specifically?
Wow, I guess. I mean, because it's been a lot this year, for sure. It's been a lot, so. I don't know. I mean, I was sick, so I didn't really get to know him, you know? No.
But he knew you.
No.
And to see you as the 2022 Kentucky Bluegrass State Champion playing the Riehm Auditorium.
Yeah. It's a good year.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
And you're just getting started.
Yeah.
What are some bucket list items that you would love to check off one day that you've not yet accomplished?
Well, I definitely didn't think the Riehm was going to happen at all. I was definitely had my sights set a little bit below that stage. I've played the Station Inn once with some friends, and that's like the Riehm for bluegrass.
Yes.
I'd like to get back there because the people that I played with were like Nashville local pros. So it's kind of like coattailing a little bit, but I'd like to get back there of my own kind of accord, my own group. Music City Roots, whenever that reopens, which I think is soon. And Telluride. I mean, playing Telluride and hopefully getting to play with or for, you know, Sam Bush and some of my other musical heroes. That's the big one, I think, for me.
Do you talk to Sam often? You're a really big fan.
I've never. I mean, I've met him at went to like the NAMM, the Nashville Music Merchant, whatever, and I've just got a picture with him there. But not really.
Okay.
I don't know him.
Okay.
No.
So we need to work on it.
I can't say what it'll be tomorrow. I can't say if it's joy or sorrow. But if you'll walk this road with me, I'll love you true, whatever will be. We could stay here in this town. We could roam the whole world round. The pretty words never come my way. How much I love you I can't say. How we'll make it through, but if I have you, I have all I need to know. Where I'm going to be is by your side. You'll be by mine every minute. I never will forget it, you're mine. Until we're out of time.